Welcome to your May monthly reading with Cup of Taropy. This is going to be a very thorough reading the energies around love, career, finance, and blocks for this month, further broken down into each month of the zodiac. So depending on where your birthday lies, there's a special reading for each month and a masculine feminine read. Keep in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate with you, so only take what applies to your situation. You can always check in for your weekly energy check-in and full moon and new moon reading. If you do not believe in moon energy, that's okay. It's always a good time, about 15 days apart, to do a personal inventory on what you may want to release or review or start to create. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that said, please enjoy your reading. Hello, Sagittarius. How are you today? Welcome to your monthly reading. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Let's get a spirit message for our sweet Saggies. What animal message do you need? What animal message? That one right there. Ooh, Sagittarius. Wombat spirit. Be at home. Okay? Be at home, number 68. Let me read this to you real quick. Oh, is it the last one? Almost. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life, with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. All right, Sagittarius, that's really nice. It's like being comfortable in your own skin, right? In your own physical home, with your people, and in your own skin. I love that. What a great way to start. All right. Now let's get into the love, career, finance, and blockages you're facing this month. Or those situations this month, right? All right, so I've been sitting here with your energy and I shuffled these quite a few times before starting the reading. But let's bring the best message out, okay? The clearest message for our Sagittarius. Our Saggies for the month of May 2020. In love. Love, please. There we go. Oh, the World. Okay, fullness, completion. We'll read into that. Don't worry. Okay, now for career and finance. We have the Seven of Pentacles, okay. And any blockages we need to look at. What's the blockage Saggy needs to face? Okay. Two of Swords reversed. Okay, so we have the World, the completion card, the leveling up, it's the end of a cycle. So in love, so you're changing a phase. I don't know if you're changing relationships. Maybe the cycle of your relationship is changing. Let's get a little deeper into the world. Okay, well, the commitment card just flew out, but we're not taking that quite yet. Three shuffles. All right, Saggy, here we go. Clarify this world card. Let's get the story for it. All right, past, present, future. Okay, what was it? Okay, so the cycle that's completing is a childish cycle. One that had you in some pain and some sorrow, right? Not feeling complete. Okay, well, be at home. Not feeling at home in your relationship, but it's almost like you weren't right with yourself. Okay, so let me explain this. The world card, right? Completion, moving to the next level, leveling up. That means like a level of maturity. So in the past, everything was kind of Page of Cupsy, which is great. That's like a little offer. It can be an apology, something small, but it's definitely like a hi compared to a hello, how are you? See, there's this cup, but there's a fish in it. That's a surprise. It's not fully committed to being a cup. Is it a vase? Is it a fishbowl? Or is it a cup? It holds water. That's what we do know, right? So that's the past energy. Moving into walking away from that, you're currently leaving that energy. The energy of kind of childish love. It's very sweet love. It's kind of all words, maybe words and actions didn't quite match up, but you're leaving that behind. For what? For balance. For knowing your value and knowing what you're committing to in value. Knowing what you have to give, or knowing what you need to give, knowing what you need to make in order to be able to give where you want. And knowing when not to give. That's also very important. Because it's really important to know what you have so that you know what not to give. So this little message here is all fueled. What you're not seeing is that there was sorrow, that you were missing these two cups. Okay? Who does this guy leave for? I love it when these come up together. 8 of Cups is missing what to be 10? 2. Here's your 2. Because you want emotional bliss. That's your 2 cups. And so this person realizes they're missing the 2 really important, perfect ones they want. Cups are your heart. You're missing them. And so you're going on the journey to fulfill that lack, right? Doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's a void. And in this void, there was sorrow. So wanting to come out of sorrow is what's fueling this leveling up. Let me just get a couple clarifiers on that, but I think I know. That's pretty clear. No. Flyer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not about starting fresh or starting new. It's about working on what is there. So it just needs to shift, which makes sense with the world card at the bottom. It just needs to shift into the next level of maturity. So it's not a new beginning. It is a commitment. You have the commitment. It's not a new commitment. Where there wasn't justice to you as an individual, you want to work on it. So you can kind of only work on yourself, right? Like other people can help, but you can only really do the work yourself. So you're tired of having this sorrow or this heaviness, and you want balance. And that's amazing because to get something, you first have to want it, right? So you're going to level up from the page in your relationships, in love, in the place of your heart, right? So this could generally a love relationship. But this can be in any relationships. You're moving out of page energy, which is intro, young, childish, you could say childish, kind of teenish energy. And you're going to start to go on this journey to have a big, nice, full, mature cup that comes with balance and reciprocity. That's beautiful, Saggy. Yay for you. Okay, so in the career, 7 of Pentacles. Seeing what you've harvested. Seeing what grew. Did you plant lemons and grapes came out? Just really taking a pause to really see what you have developed, what you have brought together. What is it that you've been working towards? You're really kind of seeing, like, what have I focused and what have I brought? Now let's get the storyline on this. Sagittarius, May. Story for 7 of Pentacles in the finance career area. Alrighty. Okay. So in the past you felt out of control. And now you're wanting to be true to yourself. True to what makes you happy. So in finance and career, it's like maybe you were following more. You weren't being the leader. So you really kind of got into your roots. I don't know if maybe you've been seeking an advisor, taking advice. But in your career, you're getting a lot of cups, right? So this is being true to your heart in your career. And you're not committing to what doesn't serve you. Well, I should say the underlying energy to this is not being able to commit or not having something to commit to in your finances or in your career. So you're kind of taking stock of what you've built. What home have you built, right? Be at home. Do you feel comfortable in what you've built for yourself financially? In your career? The career you've developed? Are you wanting to switch maybe? Or did you like become a doctor because your family said be a doctor and you hate being a doctor, and now you're like, no, I'm going to take control. I'm going to follow my dreams. I'm going to grow what's true to me, what's true to my heart, what makes me happy, what's fulfilling for me to do. And I'm going to find a contract that speaks to me. Just a little clarity on this, please. Just a little clarity on this, please. Oh my gosh, the world again, the world. So you're cycling out. You're cycling out of not feeling in control. You're really assessing what you've grown and deciding if you grew what you wanted to grow. Did you go down the path the way you wanted to? Did you take shortcuts? Did you not commit when you should have? Did you commit when you shouldn't have? But bottom line, in the career and finance, you're going to start doing what fulfills you, right? If we're talking about specifically money, there was something that didn't pan out. A contract, a commitment, like something signed, but you didn't have control of it, and you're taking control of that. So it's almost like, hey, here's my money, invest for me or something. That's what you were doing, and now you're gonna be more like, no, let me take control of this account and really take handle of your finances. Okay, so you're really getting engaged with your career and your finance. It's coming to be, you're going to turn it into what you want it to be. Turn it into what you want to grow. If you're going to put all this effort into growing and building and nurturing stuff, it better be what you want it to be, and that's the shift you're taking. Oh my gosh, Saggy, I did a couple like kind of sad and intense readings, the monthlies, but yours is coming out really nice. Like, it might be a little hard, but you're just becoming so true to yourself so you can be at home. I love that when it like resonates. Okay, but your blockages, let's see what your blockages are about. Already you have the Two of Swords reversed, right? Let's get that lighting. These are shiny cards, which I love. The gold. Two of Swords reverse. So, coming out of denial, making a decision between two things, maybe being too decisive since this is in your blockages. Let's see. What's the past energy that brought this challenge about? Oh, I'm sorry. Blockage about. Oh, thinking you know the way. Like, almost being a little too believing in your way without, like, checking in or really assessing all the scenarios. Okay. Chariot. That's the past energy. Present, where it's leading. Underlying, hidden. Okay, journey of the truth, or a message, a sharp message. Okay, so clarifying this Two of Wands reverse, which is, Two of Swords reverse, Saggy. Two of Swords reverse, which is, you can see this person. They have their eyes closed, they're blindfolded. They have their swords up, and it's like, I'm just going to sit here and hopefully everything will get cut away by these swords. I'm not really going to take action. Or it can be having faith in those swords, and you're just going to sit there and have faith. But either way, it's not dealing with it, not directly dealing with something, right? So what's fueling coming out of that energy? So you're wanting to, or you're not coming out of it. This is just the blockage. Blockage is like you're super direct. Okay, that makes sense here. Yeah, blockage is that you're super direct. Like shooting before you aim, right? You need to take that little moment to see what's in front of you and assess everything before you shoot. And your blockages, you're not doing that. So thinking things through. So what you wanted to move forward, but the confidence wasn't there. Currently, right now, you kind of got the wind taken out of your sails. Either a little too confident, a little too much ego. You kind of took a seat down, like you embarked on something and it didn't quite work out. Like your plan's not working out. What the action you were going to take isn't working out. But don't worry, because it's coming to a 10, right? It's coming to completion, and this is a good completion. This is legacy. This is long-term stability. And this is happiness. Look, you can tell they're happy. I like to call it kingdom come. It's like getting everything the way you wanted it to be. So it's going to work out. So either this was the wrong path you started moving down, or you jumped on that path half-cocked, right? Because this is a Page of Swords. So you got Page and you have Knight. So Page of Swords, he's coming through with a sharp message. He doesn't really have much tact, right? He doesn't know how to deliver this. Even if it's the truth, doesn't know how to deliver it. But he's coming through anyways, and he's going to give out this very clear, pointed message. So maybe you embarked on something and someone would like point blank was like, hey, you can't do that. That's illegal. Or you can't build that piece on your house. You don't have a permit. And you were like, I didn't know I needed a permit. But don't worry, because where's it leading to? It's leading to long-term stability. And that's beautiful. That's what you want. So maybe this little faux pas, or like, I don't know what you want to, glitch, was good because it got you to reassess your path and actually take action and be, I don't want to say above board, but like dot your I's and cross your T's before you started a project. Or yeah, you weren't doing that before. And this is just making you be a little more thorough, a little slower, a little more careful. Okay? So that's great. So just a little more time, like in this assessment energy, will serve you well. It will get you where you're going. Because where you were going wasn't going to get you here. The approach you were taking was not going to get you to this long-term comfort zone. So your blockages, just being too hasty, right? Okay, So specifically, where are we at? We're at 1855. So specifically, if you are a Sagittarius, born in November, let's get the energy for you, Saggies born in November. Oops, too many cards. Saggies born in November. Three of Wands. Okay. Oh, I forgot to get your animal card. Spirit guidance, please. Coyote spirit. Trust in divine detours. Okay, November, that's this right here, right? That's like everything crumbling so that, or like glitches in the system. It's a divine detour. It got halted, it got stopped because it's going to redirect you to this kingdom come, like long-term stability. This is getting on your purpose. So you thought you picked a path, but you're kind of getting detoured at the very end when you're looking for your shifts to come in. You're like, oh, I'm on top of a cliff. How am I going to get on the next level? But look at the view you have. Look how you can see. You're getting a very clear perspective. Oh, that was a message that just came out. Wow, who knew where that came from? Three of Wands. Let's get the story for November, Saggies. Okay, well, you're starting fresh, and you should. You're starting fresh, and you should, because there was no commitment. There was no true contract. There was no wish fulfillment. And there was no maturity. Okay? But what's underlying? A new path needed to be taken. A new journey needed to be ventured on. So if everything's changing for you, Saggy, just know you followed the path, you went where you should have, and you completed that journey. But you're supposed to end up somewhere else, because that journey was a journey in leveling up, because there was no maturity, no happiness there. Nothing you wanted was there. And that's okay, because it still got you to a new launching spot, a beautiful one where you have a great perspective. Okay. Now, for the December Saggies, we're at 22. Timestamp. December Saggies. Oh. December Saggies. Eight of Cups reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. Oh, no, you had them upright. So you got the Eight of Cups reversed. Okay. Let me get a animal card for you. Sorry, I have to go in the same order. Otherwise, I feel weird about it. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Okay, that was up here, like coming true to what you love, right? So that's in the finance area. And this is also leaving sorrow. If it's not resonating with you, leaving sorrow. So, okay, this is reading true already. So you have the Eight of Cups reversed. So not leaving. Not leaving on a path. You don't feel the need quite yet to start a new journey. This is more about reflecting. This is like, what did I miss? You're assessing these cups. What did I miss? I feel like you missed the boat somewhere. Missed the thing. How funny. You got the Eight of Cups with the Two of Cups. Again. Well, this was in the Five, but wow. Okay, Saggies. Underlying tone was you wanted happiness, right? The Sun. It's in reverse, but it's always positive. It can be a couple different things, but the underlying tone is you're only going to be satisfied for happiness. And you kind of realizing that's what you really, really want. Oh, be at home. Okay. You want to feel good in your own skin. You want to feel good in your own life. So you have the King of Pentacles reversed for the past energy. You have Temperance for current. And you have Two of Cups for where it's leading. So, let's see. So not being satisfied in your stability, not being in the place you want to be, you realize you needed to balance things out. So now you're in this really reflective area, right? All this reflection that's going on in here and seeing what doesn't feel good to you and knowing where you want to take control and really kind of being willing to take control over here. You realize you have to take the reins if you're going to be happy, right? So when you do this, when you just kind of deal with yourself and you're like, hey, I'm not who I want to be. I'm not stable how I want to be. I'm not in the physical world what I want to be. Then you can start to balance. You can start adding what you want to. You can take away what you don't like anymore. And it's going to lead to a very fulfilling relationship. It's going to lead to union within yourself. These are the Two of Cups that this Eight of Cups guy goes looking for, right? We already went over that. But this guy, he's not leaving. This is in reverse. It's just assessing. It's like, what cups do I need? He doesn't even know what cups, what pieces of his heart need fulfilled. He's trying to see that right now. And he's going to see, I'm lacking in the physical world where I'm just not as stable. I'm not as established as I want to be. And how do I balance that out? And it's going to lead to emotional happiness. It's going to find your match, whether that's within. It's just going to benefit your relationships. Once you're right with yourself, even if you're not where you want to be, if you at least see who you want to be, it's going to be so happy for you. Like all your unions are going to blossom. You're going to feel closer in your partnerships once you feel closer to yourself, because you realize happiness is what you really want. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull from masculine energy. So everybody has masculine, feminine within themselves. You can take this as like both sides of yourself. But, like masculine would be giving and action, where feminine would be more receiving and feeling, right? Fluid versus fire. But you can also take, so you can take this as like two separate entities within yourself, just however it resonates, okay? However it sounds right for you. So masculine, temperance, balancing, temperance. Okay, masculine, temperance. That's the divine stepping in and kind of nudging you and helping you to balance things out. Feminine energy, where's that at? Feminine energy. Judgment, making a decision, deciding it's time to rebirth, it's time to change, knowing what to do to become what you want. You're just making a call. You're like, hey, this works, this doesn't, this is what I'm going to become, right? These are both very divine cards. This is like the universe or the angels or God, whoever you want to say, stepping in to help you, because now you're clear. Now you're listening. You're tuning into your higher self. In both ways, on both sides. Just a little bit of clarity on temperance. Yep. Wow. Okay. You want celebration, balancing out what doesn't serve you. Pettiness, other people's words and making you question yourself and just being blocked by petty things, tying yourself to things that you don't need, pretending you do need them, where that's devil energy. That's the trick is you're buying into something you think you need that you don't need, right? You could need cigarettes to relax, where a heroin addict needs heroin to relax. It's just because they're both telling themselves that, they both could easily say, oh, if I don't get my run on the weekend, I can't relax. It's something you believe in codependence, right? I need this person or I can't be happy. That's not true. You need to be happy as an individual, right? And then you'll be happy. Because what do you want? You want celebration. You want happiness. You want collaboration with the right people. You want something to celebrate. So you're balancing out all this negative, letting go, Ace of Wands reverse, like false starts, no passion. You're letting go of all that. All the petty, all the small, all the chatter in your head, you're letting it go because you want something to celebrate, something to be happy about, something inspiring. All right, feminine, let's get your story. Okay. Facing fears. What held you back? You're kind of calling it out. You're not taking action. You're not being slow. You're like ready to set things on fire. You have the Knight of Pentacles reverse, followed by the Queen of Rods for current, burden for where it's going. But this is also like taking everything with you, and this is fear. So this is really taking action. So you're making a call on what to take with you or not. Right? That's the Judgment card. You're making a call. You're like, you're not like going all slow and being all methodical and stuff. You're just like, no, this doesn't serve me anymore. She's very passionate. She's very charismatic. She's totally empowered and totally, what do you call it? Engaged, not engaged. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the word? Well, she just has a lot of charisma, right? She doesn't need people believing. Oh, she's confident. So she can handle this burden. She can handle all these sticks. She can get everything she needs too. But this is going to be, you're making a judgment on what doesn't belong anymore. What emotional burden, what fear-based burden do you need to let go of? Yeah, what's just feeding into you from the past? What do you need to heal from? Where are your walls built up? Yeah, it's all Queen of Swords. So this is like making a judgment call of what she'll tolerate, because she's not dealing with anything that doesn't serve her. Okay? So even if it's something deep down that you don't want to look at, these deep down emotional things that you can either be inspired by to change or you can let them drown you, she's not going to deal with them if they don't serve her. And that judgment is being made. That decision is being made. Few parting words from the universe. Just a few parting words from the universe. Two of Cups again. It was horizontal, so that's a challenge position. Six of Wands. Knave of Cups. Page of Cups, okay. Okay, this is all about being honest with yourself that you weren't happy and you're going to have victory in your heart, in your relationships. You want victory in your relationships. That's a challenge. Your relationships. Who you combine your heart with. You want victory in this offer. Either in an apology or in an offer of love. It's a first step, but you do want the victory. You don't have it yet, but you want to work at it. You want to work at having a true heart. This could be an offer to yourself, like promising yourself you won't let yourself down. But because this is a Two of Cups, I would say it might be to a partner or someone close to your heart that you're in a relationship with. This is a true offer, right? And this is being honest about like how you hurt them or how you're hurt or what hurt you. Yeah, and healing and growing from it. So there's been some hard times, but you want victory, right? You want victory. You want to heal it. You want to move forward. And you know that the truth is, you know the direction and you know the truth. And you know that's what will heal all this sorrow. That's the Five of Cups. That's the Five of Cups. Right. So that's beautiful. So you have the power. You can make it what you want it to be. Be at home. Be at home in your own skin, Wombat Spirit. I love that. You get to make it what it is. If you don't like it, change it. If you love it, grow it, right? The bad doesn't cancel out the good, and the good doesn't cancel out the bad. They're both just there. So balance it out how you see works best for you. Thank you, Saggy. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you next time.